It's a crisp February morning in 2025, the kind where the Italian sun filters through ancient olive groves like a spotlight on a stage. You're scrolling through your feed, heart pounding from a notification that hits like a rogue wave. Breaking: tragedy strikes Il Volo's Gianluca Ginoble at 30. Fans in mourning. The headline screams across every tabloid. X erupts in a storm of shattered emojis and tear-streaked selfies, and just like that, the world stops. Whispers turn to wails. A car crash on a rain-slicked road outside Rome. A sudden illness during rehearsals? Or worse, something unspoken, a loss so profound it feels like the music itself has cracked. Your playlist skips to Grande Amore, and the notes choke in your throat. What if the baritone voice that wrapped around your soul like velvet is gone? Breathe. Click play on this video, because what comes next isn't the end. It's the encore you never saw coming. Stick with me, hit that like button if you're already hooked, and let's unravel this heartbreak together. Spoiler in the comments below. Drop your guess. What do you think shook the fans? I'll reveal the twist at the end, but only if we hit 1,000 likes. Ready? Let's dive into the life of Gianluca Ginoble, the man who almost broke us all, but didn't. Picture a boy in Roseto degli Abruzzi, a sleepy coastal town where the Adriatic Sea whispers secrets to the cliffs. It's 1995, and Gianluca Ginoble enters the world on February 11th. Not with a cry, but probably with a melody already humming in his tiny lungs. His full name: Gianluca Ginoble di Vittorio, a mouthful that rolls like a symphony. His parents, Ercole and Eleonora, aren't stage parents. They're the kind who run a modest family business, grounding their son in the salt-kissed air of Abruzzo. But Gianluca, he's got fire. At 7, he's belting out arias in the living room, mimicking Pavarotti with a toy microphone scavenged from a carnival. "Mama," he says, eyes wide as saucers, "I want to sing for the world." She laughs, ruffles his dark curls, and little does she know, the world will one day sing back. Fast forward to 2009. You're 14, awkward embraces and dreams too big for your school uniform. Enter Ti lascio una canzone, Italy's glittering talent show on Rai 1, where kids like you trade homework for spotlights. Gianluca steps up, voice steady as the sea, and unleashes Il Mare Colmo della Sera, Andrea Bocelli's signature tune. The judges? Stunned. The audience? On their feet. He wins the episode, then the whole dang finale. But here's where fate gets cheeky. Across the stage are two other teens, Piero Barone, with his tenor like sunlight on marble, and Ignazio Bachetto, whose vocals could melt glaciers. They don't know it yet, but the universe is scripting a love story. Not romantic, fraternal, musical, eternal. A producer spots the spark. 3 voices, 3 souls, 1 flight. Il Volo is born. Pause the drama for a second. Hit subscribe if you're new here, and drop in the comments. What's your first Il Volo song? O Sol Mio, Nessun Dorma. Mine's Painfully Beautiful, that gut punch of longing. Now, rewind to those early days. Il Volo's debut album drops in 2010, a cocktail of pop era that is grandmas swaying and teens headbanging, gently of course. They storm the US on American Idol, charm Jay Leno on The Tonight Show, and suddenly, these Italian lads are global. Gianluca, the baritone anchor, grounds the highs of Piero's tenor and Ignazio's tenor-baritone flair. His range: E2 to A4, warm as espresso, versatile enough to dip low like a secret or soar like a prayer. Fans call him the heart, the one whose smile in interviews says, "We've got this, famiglia." But success? It's a jealous lover. By 2015, Il Volo wins Sanremo with Grande Amore, Italy's Eurovision ticket. They finish 3rd in Vienna, but who cares? The world's hooked. Albums go platinum, Grammys nod their way, Latin ones, specifically, and tours? Sold-out cathedrals from Milan to Madison Square Garden. Gianluca's personal life stays tucked like a love letter. Rumors swirl about a high school sweetheart, but he's private, pouring his soul into lyrics instead. "Music is my girlfriend," he jokes in a 2016 Rolling Stone Italia chat. Offstage, he's the perfectionist. Ignazio dubs him the serious one, the guy who rehearses till dawn, then devours Nana's ragu like it's his last meal. Family anchors him, holidays in Abruzzo, where Ercole grills fish and Eleonora blasts their records, embarrassing her superstar son. Now lean in, because here's where the tragedy teases its shadow. Remember that 2017 avalanche in Rigopiano? The one that buried a hotel under tons of snow, claiming 29 lives? Gianluca was this close. He'd booked a stay there, a quiet escape after tour madness. Fate, a delayed flight, a last-minute cancel, spared him. He told ANC, voice cracking, "I was supposed to be there. I'm alive, but my heart is with the victims." One was a friend, the hotel owner. Fans wept not for loss, but relief laced with, what if? It shook us, a brush with mortality at 22. But Gianluca, he channeled it into Un Amore Così Grande, a ballad from their 2018 album that feels like a hug from heaven. Drop a heart emoji if that gives you chills. It's the kind of resilience that makes you root harder. The years blur into triumphs. 2020, pandemic hits, but Il Volo pivots to virtual concerts, raising funds for Italian hospitals. Gianluca's solo covers go viral. Think a stripped-down hallelujah that racks up millions. By 2022, they're headlining arenas, blending Verdi with Ed Sheeran, proving popera's no fad. Gianluca evolves. Tattoos? Nah, he stays clean canvas classic. Style? Tailored suits that hug like a second skin, dark hair tousled just so. Off mic, he's the Joker, pranking Piero with fake spiders, challenging Ignazio to pizza eating contests. Fans obsess. Gianluca's gaze could launch 1,000 ships. One ex-post gushes. Another, that baritone rumble? My therapy. But here's the build-up, the slow burn to our heartbreak. 2024 rolls in like a crescendo. Il Volo announces Ad Astra, their first all-original album, space-themed anthems of love and loss, dropping March 29th. Gianluca co-writes tracks like Stel Cadenti, a confessional about chasing dreams amid doubt. Tours explode. Europe, Latin America, North America. Fans pack Teatro Cologne in Buenos Aires, screaming lyrics back in broken Italian. Life's peak, right? Wrong. Whispers start. Gianluca's quieter in interviews, shadows under those soulful eyes. Is it burnout? A breakup? Or something deeper? A vocal strain from 15 years of belting to the back row? February 2025 creeps closer. Gianluca's 30th looms like a milestone moon. Fans plan tributes. Custom cakes shaped like microphones. Playlists titled 30 Years of Ginoble Magic. X buzzes with hashtag Gianluca30. Fan art of him as an operatic Apollo. Edits syncing his voice to fireworks. But then, static. A cancelled promo event in Milan, chalked up to scheduling. Rumors fester. Health scare? Label drama. The internet, that merciless oracle, spins yarns. One viral thread claims a mysterious accident during a Rome shoot. Another, Il Volo splitting, Gianluca out. Hearts fracture preemptively. If he leaves, a fan tweets, it's over. He's the glue. February 11th dawns. The world holds its breath. Headlines erupt at midnight. Gianluca Ginoble at 30, the end of an era? Shocking news rocks Il Volo. Details trickle, vague, venomous. A tragic turn on his birthday. Fans flood socials, live streams of candlelit vigils in Abruzzo, covers of My Heart Will Go On, because why not Titanic-level drama? You're there, maybe, thumb hovering over report rumor, stomach in knots. Il Volo's official X goes dark. Piero's Insta, a black square. Ignazio posts a single rose emoji. Silence screams. What shakes you deepest? The what-ifs. Gianluca, the boy who turned pain into power, the avalanche survivor, the pandemic pillar, now felled by, what? Fans pen odes. Your voice taught me to feel unafraid, one says. Vigils swell, 10,000 strong outside RAI studios, chanting Il Volo forever. Hashtags trend globally. Hashtag pray for Gianluca. Hashtag Ginoble strong. It's collective grief, raw and real, for a man who's been our soundtrack through heartbreaks of our own. Divorces, moves, losses, we leaned on his baritone like a lifeline. And now, this. But wait, hit pause. Scrub back 24 hours in this story. Because here's the twist, the plot flip that turns tears to triumph. Drop your predictions in the comments. Was it a hoax? A retirement? Something wilder? Like button if you're on the edge. Okay, exhale. The tragedy. Gianluca turned 30. That's it. No crash, no collapse. Just the milestone that sucker punched us with nostalgia. The headlines. Clickbait gold from tabloids chasing views. The cancelled event. A surprise bash planned by Piero and Ignazio. A private yacht off Capri. Fireworks spelling 30 in the sky. Family flying in from Abruzzo. Eleonora baked the cake. Tiramisu, his fave. The black square. Teasing a birthday blackout for the reveal. Gianluca emerges, laughing in a leaked clip, toasting with Limoncello. 30 feels like freedom, not farewell. The shocking news. Il Volo's dropping a surprise EP that night, Eterno, for tracks co-penned by the trio, with Gianluca's lead on a ballad called Non Finismai, It Never Ends. Fans. Shook, yes, but with joy. X flips from sobs to screams of, gotcha. Vigils morph to watch parties. playlists remixed to celebrations. It's the ultimate prank on our expectations, a reminder, life's not a dirge, it's a duet with destiny. Why does this tragedy linger? Because at 30, Gianluca's story isn't over, it's amplified. Il Volo's 2025 tour kicks off in Ruth Eckerd Hall, then Athens, then your city. Tell me where in comments, I'll shout out dream dates. He's wiser, perhaps softer around the edges, but that voice? Eternal. Offstage, whispers of new chapters, producing for up-and-comers, maybe a solo acoustic tour. Or settling in Abruzzo with a vineyard, singing to the vines. Whatever it is, he's flying higher. So, what shook us? Our own hearts, projecting fears onto a fairy tale still unfolding. Gianluca Ginoble at 30 isn't a tragedy, it's a testament. To resilience, to brotherhood, to the magic of voices that make us believe in more. Hit play on Grande Amore now, feel that rush. And if this ride had you hooked, smash subscribe. Next week, we decode Il Volo's wildest fan theories. What's yours? Comment below. Best Il Volo memory? Favorite Gianluca moment? Let's keep the flight soaring. Ciao, Belez. Until next time.